It is crystal clear. It's not a war. It is a genocide and a campaign of ethnic cleansing that Israel hasn't yet finished in 1948, 1956, 1967, 1987, the first Intifada, 2000, the second Intifada, and then frequent bombardments or acts of what Israel calls mowing the lawn since 2006, all of which I've lived with my people in Gaza. I was born and raised in Jabalia refugee camp that is now a death field, a killing field, in a death zone that has witnessed countless massacres so far, and that include my family, members of my extended family. I've lost so far over 40 members of my extended family, and we lost touch with so many. We just hope, we pray that they are somewhere safe, surviving. It's if you ask any Palestinian, but especially any Palestinian from Gaza, they would tell you they've never lived through more difficult times than this. We're seeing our Gaza, yes, it's an open air prison, but we made home from nothing there, and it is we are internally displaced. We're part of the majority of Gaza population that are internally displaced, and I'm talking about before the genocide, all this started, and now the majority of the population, 2.3 million, of them, over 80% of people are displaced, and those include my family, who have had to flee 2 or 3 days after the genocide started from the north, which had become almost uninhabitable under severe bombing. It was the most severe at the time, that Al-Saftawi Street had become very dangerous, so they had to flee to Nusayrat refugee camp, where they spent a couple of months and then displaced again, and now they're in Rafah in a tent. In Rafah, they are in Rafah, southern Gaza, in a tent. My father, who's 72 years old, is in a tent. My brother, my youngest brother, who's a father of 2 toddlers, one is 5 years old, and the second is 5 months old. She was born on my birthday. She was born on my birthday, 24th of August. And I thought that the world has given me, like, what a bliss that I've had my niece born on the same birthday as me. And I started fantasizing all the birthdays that we're going to celebrate together in the future. But I sincerely worry that my niece will not survive. And we're hearing of toddlers waking up, their parents waking up to them, freezing dead cold bodies, because they're in tents in freezing cold weather. And you have to remember, Gaza, some Israeli ministers tried to, like Mark Ragav in the UK here, a settler from Hungary who moved to Israel and has made his life mission facilitating the oppression of the Palestinians. and legitimating it and justifying Israel's image and all that. He was saying that undermining the scenes of hundreds of men being stripped of their clothes, stripped of their dignity, humiliated, and put for the world to see. Israelis filmed them themselves after they've done this to so many men and boys, children. And he said that he tried to undermine the denigration of the Palestinian dignity that we've seen in those videos, and said that, oh, but you have to remember, this is Gaza, it's pleasant weather. No, that cannot, this crime against humanity, this humiliation, this indiscriminate oppression of people cannot pass with such a justification. It is dehumanizing. And for anybody to hear this, it is offending to our sensibilities, to our human feelings. It should be offensive to all of us, whether you have people there or not. This is not a justification, and the weather actually is freezing cold. In Rafah is closer to the Sinai side, and it has a weather like my brother says, it's like as if we're in Sinai. In the day it can be bearable, but at night they are freezing cold. They are literally freezing cold. And we're seeing more and more videos of parents holding their babies, dead cold bodies, who couldn't tolerate the freezing colds of nights in Gaza under heavy bombing. The tents do nothing, cannot help you from anything, from rain, from bombs, you're not safe anywhere. And also Israel is escalating its targeting of displaced people in tents in Rafah, as we've seen in the past days. So my family is not safe, and so is the majority of Palestinian families. And my niece, who's only 5 months old, is very sick and cold, and we don't know what she's got, and there is no medical attention. The health system is destroyed. Israel has destroyed the health system as a way to destroy life in Gaza. I mean, like, how can people survive without a proper health system? And Israel is yet targeting systematically. And now we're worried that the same scenarios we've seen in Al-Shifa hospital, in the Indonesian hospital, in Kamal Adwan, in Al-Yaman al-Sa'id, in all hospitals of Gaza, Al-Awda, we're worried that we're going to see it again in Nasser Hospital, one of the last surviving hospitals in Gaza.